Time for the lowdown on high-carb foods, because we're going on an all-carb diet.
Carbs are awesome.
Forget the good carb, bad carb routine, because if this is bad, then why would anyone bother being good?
It's like you died and went to carb heaven.
Turns out, you can have your cake and eat it too.
And you look at it, you're like, wow.
And this time, no one's gonna keep count of the carbohydrates.
Can't think about that. It's all carbs.
Get ready to carb hard. It's Food Paradise Carb Overload. In sunny Southern California, people tend to watch what they eat. But it turns out not everyone in SoCal is into low-cal, and they're throwing in the towel, caving in to their most carb-charged cravings. In Huntington Beach, that means ditching the sand for sandwiches.
It is the best sandwich I have ever had. Just look at this. Look at that.
A cheater's diet delight.
Tucked inside the Lot 579 Gourmet Market is a veritable house of carbs called Burnt Crumbs. It was opened in 2016 by Min Pham, Phi Nguyen, and Martin C., food truck operators who decided to take their business off-road. Fortunately for us, they were driven to succeed. And even better, the food at Burnt Crumbs is neither burned nor crummy, though the house specialty still sounds like something went wrong in the kitchen.
It's a grilled cheese stuffed with spaghetti.
It's based on a dish one of the owners used to make in college, spaghetti burnt to a crisp.
It was a dish that was started out of necessity in a dorm room. Now we have a restaurant based on that concept.
Let's have a look at their proof of concept. Behold, the spaghetti grilled cheese.
Most of our guests that have come in to eat the spaghetti grilled cheese, they really love it.
Basically, you have your bread, you have your sourdough, you have your spaghetti noodles, you have your grilled cheese in there, and it's just stacked upon each other to give you that carb overload.
The overload gets underway with a simmering pot of tomato sauce. First, a big bunch of basil is stirred in. Then, ground and browned black Angus beef is added.
It's a double dose of carbs, so we want to add some protein in there.
When the sauce has reached steamy perfection, it's poured generously over a mound of spaghetti and topped with a hearty helping of shredded mozzarella. The mix is stirred, not shaken, to help the cheese bond with the sauce. Finally, it's placed onto a tray and smoothed down. Once the carb casserole has set in the fridge, it's ready to be assembled.
Cut them into 3x4 squares and tuck them right into our grilled cheese sandwiches. We start with a slice of sourdough. Next goes on one slice of mozzarella, a square of spaghetti, another slice of mozzarella, and last is the slice of sourdough on top.
It wouldn't be a grilled cheese without a grill. Once the bread is crispy and golden brown, it's finished in the oven just long enough to have a complete meltdown.
All right, I think we're ready. We got bread, cheese, spaghetti, more cheese. Now this is a carb overload.
Grilled cheese and spaghetti! Every time we hand out a sandwich, there's always someone on the side that's like, wow, what is that? Look at that.
Wow. Their first reaction when they see the spaghetti grilled cheese is they can't wait to pull it.
Whoa.
Right when they start pulling it a little bit, they see the cheese.
Isn't that cool?
They pull a little bit more, then they notice the noodles. They pull a little bit more, and then they realize how much they have.
Oh my gosh, that is so much cheese.
It's hardly a stretch to say this is one of the most unique sandwiches you'll ever eat.
Spaghetti and grilled cheese together, I'm like, who doesn't love both of those?
It's like my two favorite foods put together in one. It's really good.
Which is basically a spaghetti dinner in between two pieces of bread. Tastes awesome.
It's like gooey, cheesy madness in your mouth. It's amazing.
So, thumbs up, thumbs down?
Delicious. It's nice and greasy and it just hits the right spot.
It's like you died and went to carb heaven, and you're not sure if you should be focusing on the bread and the cheese or the spaghetti that's like all over your face right now.
If you want something with great flavor and it's gonna fill you up, this is the sandwich for you.
In other words, carb diem at Burnt Crumbs. Just a few miles away is another food destination that loves spaghetti. So much so that they use it as a topping? Santa Ana, California may not be a beach town, but it sure isn't a food desert. At the center of it all is the 4th Street Market. It's a 30,000 square foot artisanal food hall in the city's East End.
It's very eclectic. I'm able to experience different food places, different food palettes.
Carb overloaders should head over to Ginny's Pizzeria, where owner Nathaniel Nguyen is living the dream.
Childhood dream of being able to eat pizza every single day. It's one of those things everybody wishes they could do.
And since we're grown-ups, we can. What's on the menu?
What we call California-style pizza with New York attitude. If a New Yorker likes our pizza, that's the ultimate compliment to us because that's like the birthplace of really good American pizza.
Really good job on it. Really good job on it. I enjoy it.
It's unbelievable.
Ginny's menu is loaded with all your favorite pizzas and pastas, but the only pie that has both is the spaghetti and meatball pizza. It's no joke.
The spaghetti and meatball pizza actually kind of started as a joke.
Daniel, I just said it wasn't a joke.
We were just joking, you know, like what weird mashup could we do that actually be good?
Somebody suggested pasta as a topping.
It really shocked us when we liked it.
The dish isn't complicated. If you know how spaghetti and pizza are made, you're off to a good start. But there's more to it than that. Chef Ashlyn Barker starts by making the meatballs. She combines ground beef with bread and buttermilk, then adds an egg and some olive oil, parsley, and Parmesan cheese to create a classic Italian flavor.
We mix all this together gently. You overmix it, it'll create a tough meatball.
Although nothing says New York attitude like a tough little meatball. Next, Chef Ashlyn reveals her needy side. She works the dough until it's stretched out to about 18 inches across. The process is pretty straightforward. No secrets here.
And here's our secret ingredient.
I stand corrected.
Garlic herb oil. Garlic, bay leaves, lemon peels, chili flakes, and basil.
The no longer a secret oil is slathered onto the crust. Al dente spaghetti is then mixed with tomato sauce. Lots of tomato sauce. If you like things with no strings attached, this dish definitely isn't for you. The mushy mixture gets spread across every inch. The cooked meatballs are broken up and piled onto the pie, along with mozzarella cheese. Now it's ready for the oven. After baking for about 10 minutes, the spaghetti and meatball pizza is garnished with more garlic herb oil, as well as fresh basil and peppy Parmesan cheese.
When that pie arrives to your table, it's nice and big, it's nice and shiny, it has cheese on it, it's covered with spaghetti, tons of noodles, and meatballs, and it's garnished, and you look at it, you're like, wow.
The flavor was awesome. The sauce was really good. A little pepperiness to it. And the cheese was just melting all over.
Pizza and spaghetti together is like mind-blowing.
The pizza at Ginny's Pizza is great. It's phenomenal. They take their time making it. They make it with love.
Ginny's Pizzeria in Santa Ana, California, serving up carb overloads full of meatballs, spaghetti, and love. Our pizza party may be finished, but the fun's just getting started. You're invited to feast on a surprise that comes with a twist.
Oh my God, this looks amazing.
I've never seen a birthday cake in a pretzel form.
Never ordering a regular cake again. So good.
We're headed to the Windy City to unravel some seriously plump pretzels. Chicago may be the second city, but for a first-rate carb overload with a twist, you'll have to leave the loop and head west to Winfield, Illinois. Carb cravers in the know follow their noses to Gnarly Knots, where Fooney McLaughlin has been peddling perfect pretzels since 2013.
We come here once a week. We would come here every day if we could, but this is our carb load for the week.
Oh, it's adorable. It's like a little mom and pop. Like, it's super tiny, and you walk in. A lot of times the line is out the door.
I like pretzel.
I can only speak to why I love pretzels so much. They're just the tastiest things you could ever eat.
Fooney baked her first homemade pretzel for a cooking competition. The contest did not end in a tie. She won.
And so from there, I just kept trying and trying and trying, and then eventually wound up stuffing things inside. It kind of became like a crazy passion.
She decided to turn that passion into a profession by opening her own store, Gnarly Knots.
What we're really, really specialize in, what we're really, really good at, our stuffed pretzels. And we do both savory and sweet.
One of their best sellers fits both categories. Behold, the chocolate chip cookie dough stuffed pretzel.
The chocolate chip cookie dough stuffed pretzel is insanely...
Insanely?
Is for the insane carb head. What? Did I just say that?
It wasn't me. Let's move on to the dough, yo. Theirs has but 6 ingredients.
Flour, sugar, salt, water, yeast. That's about it.
I thought there were 6.
And butter.
That's better.
Butter. Butter.
The dough is run through a machine called the sheeter.
What it does is it flattens the dough out so that it makes it easier for us to stuff the pretzels.
The actual stuffing is the stuff of dreams. A mountain of soft cookie dough, tons of chocolate chips, and homemade pretzel chips.
We take a soft pretzel, we slice it up super duper thin, and then we add a little bit of salt to it and we bake it again so it's nice and crispy and delicious.
After the cookie dough is mixed, it's pressed into a tray and sliced into strips. The pretzel dough is rolled out to just the right length. A strip of cookie dough is placed on it, then
we'll tuck the dough into the pretzel and then twist.
One crucial step remains before we call it a wrap. After chilling in the fridge 10 minutes, they're ready for a bath. But Fooni, why lye?
We put them through a food-grade lye bath. The lye bath is very, very important because it gives it its flavor and its color and its crispness.
After the bath, they get a salt shower. Then they're ready for the oven.
The cookie dough and the chocolate together, like there's an abundance. This is a whole dessert right here.
Warm and gooey and very, very good. It's so carby delicious. I can't stand it.
It's got that awesome sweet and salty combination. Yeah, it's a little decadent, but worth the treat definitely once in a while.
It's stuffed with this. I mean, just take a look at this. That is all cookie dough right there. I could eat this all day.
It's so good. It really is.
If cookies aren't your bag, at Gnarly Knots, you can have your cake and eat it in a pretzel too, with a birthday cake stuffed pretzel.
The birthday cake stuffed pretzel is a big daddy, so we have to make sure that we use lots and lots of filling to stuff inside.
A perfectly good vanilla confetti cake is crumbled up and thrown in a bowl full of freshly made vanilla frosting. The key is to use roughly even amounts of crushed cake and icing. With an ice cream scoop, she mushes the mixture into 6-ounce balls. Then the pretzel dough is rolled out, and those balls are plopped down on it. They're broken up and spread along the dough. Fooni wants to make sure everybody gets a fair share of the cake. This big baby is now ready to be tucked in. Nothing about this gnarly knot is small. Even in the city of broad shoulders, it sometimes helps to have a good wingspan. Have a nice flight, Fooni. It's time to put a bow on this birthday present. Once it's out of the oven, the pretzel cake is smothered with creamy chocolate frosting, then speckled with sprinkles.
And here it is, the birthday cake stuffed pretzel.
Happy birthday, Chevy!
Thank you! Oh my God, this looks amazing.
Oh, wow.
Who would not want this for a birthday present?
Never ordering a regular cake again. So good.
They're just creamy and gooey inside. They're fabulous.
Oh, that's good.
I've never seen a birthday cake in a pretzel form. Chocolatey amounts with the birthday cake and the sprinkles.
It's like double the carb because it's pretzel and cake and chocolate and sprinkles. Like, who says no to this?
It's pretty clear that at Gnarly Knots, no one does.
People in Chicago love carbs, and I love them for loving carbs.
Hope you're not feeling too stuffed, because we're moving on from a baked surprise to a starchy one.
I've never seen sweet potato being used for a fritter.
But what are these sweet treats?
Everything you love about breakfast, fold it into a fritter.
Sugar and spice and everything nice. But that's not all these doughy delights are made of. Portland, Oregon is known for celebrating the offbeat and the unusual. Located in the Pearl District, Blue Star Donuts honors that by baking up delicious doughy delectables with unique and innovative flavor combinations.
I think there's passion fruit up there, blueberry, bourbon, basil, the creme brulee, Mexican hot chocolate. They have all sorts of things that I would never, ever think of in a donut, but it works.
Things are done differently here, starting with the AM Carb Overload. These treats are good enough to make anyone a morning person.
Cheers! I'm enjoying this so much.
Head pastry chef Stephanie Thornton has been cooking up doughy delights at Blue Star since it opened in 2012. But donuts aren't the only stars here. You can also get your fry fix with a fritter.
The fritter especially is just like out of control.
For a day-long dose of deliciousness that will keep your carburetor running, try a sweet potato fritter with brown butter glaze.
The motivation was holidays and Thanksgiving, so sweet potatoes, marshmallow. It's really fantastic. We start with our brioche dough. It's made with flour, yeast, salt, sugar, eggs, milk, and butter. We also add a Grand Marnier orange liqueur and ground mace, all of the delicious stuff.
That big ball of donut dough gets chopped down, carved up, and cut into tiny little scraps. These fritters get their flavor by combining brown sugar with something you don't find in donuts: sweet potatoes, shredded and pureed.
We use the puree to really get that strong flavor, and then the shredded potato for texture. I'm gonna also add in our little secret 5-spice mix, which is fennel, black pepper, star anise, cinnamon, and cloves.
The sweet potato mixture is poured onto the pile of dough scraps. Stephanie definitely isn't afraid to get her hands dirty. And once she's wrestled the batter into submission, she scoops it into fritter balls ready for the fridge. While they chill, she gets going on the glaze. A brown butter base is sweetened with jumbo marshmallows, some farm fresh heavy cream, and a pile of powdered sugar. Once that's stirred smooth, she gets back to the fritters.
Once the fritters have cooled in the fridge, I squish them into patties, and then I score them with a sharp knife so that we get some open crevices so some glaze can seep into the inside and make it all gooey and delicious.
Sign me up! The potato patties are dropped into the hot oil and flipped after a minute. Once both sides are golden brown and crunchy, they're ready for a dip in the gooey brown butter glaze. They're topped with mini marshmallows, then served up hot.
It's like eating a piece of pie for breakfast.
Yeah, you can really taste the sweet potato.
It works because, you know, you have sweet potato with marshmallows for Thanksgiving, so it's a fun take on that. Really yummy.
Well, I love potatoes, in particular sweet potatoes, so putting that in a fritter was an amazing idea. It was super sweet and savory. It melts in your mouth.
I think it's a really cool donut.
There's always room for more carbos. Make that a lot more in the form of Blue Star's Bacon Bourbon Breakfast Fritter.
The bacon bourbon breakfast fritter is so incredible because you get that salty bacon with the earthy potato and the maple bourbon glaze on top. It's everything you love about breakfast folded into a fritter.
The base of the fritter is a sweet and savory mix of both shredded and mashed Yukon potatoes, maple candied bacon, and the 5-spice mix. Stephanie mixes the potatoes and dough scraps together, and then
we're gonna make those same fritter patties that we love so much.
This time she starts with a giant bowl of powdered sugar and adds a grown-up ingredient.
I'm making our maple bourbon glaze.
She pours the bourbon into the sugar, then adds maple syrup and water and mixes it until it's nice and smooth. The cooled and scored fritters are ready for their hot oil bath. After a quick fry, they're dunked in the thick and gooey bourbon glaze. One thing's for sure, you'll never look at potatoes or fritters the same way again.
This is not your typical fritter. This fritter is like a breakfast within a fritter. It's pretty damn good.
Lots of buttery, glazy goodness. Whoa,
Yeah, getting the bacon. Get a little protein in there, get a little potatoes, but still get the satisfaction of a donut.
Definitely a hearty breakfast.
It's definitely carb loaders, Evan. I don't know what else you'd want.
I love carbs, so I'll have 2 or 3 if I'm offered them.
It is definitely not a diet item, but it's a delicious one.
The next time you're in Oregon, do as the Portlanders do. Wake up, line up, and carb up at Blue Star Donuts. We'll go from donuts to pancakes and waffles by heading east to sample some southern specialties.
Can you make this up? It's just like heaven. It's very good.
Living with 8 million neighbors can be stressful. New York City is big. It's loud and it's crowded. Some people seek comfort in comfort food, and what's more comforting than carbs? Few places serve them up better than Jacob's Pickles on Manhattan's Upper West Side. Owner Jacob Hadjigeorges passed on a career in law for a career in slaw.
When I was running away from law school, I fell in love with regional American cuisine.
This native New Yorker realized something was missing from his hometown. Down home, Southern comfort food.
Who doesn't love comfort food? Big flavors, great portions, really honest cooking.
And since we're being honest, they also love carbohydrates.
Carbs are part of a well-balanced meal.
Feast your eyes on their showstopper, the Buffalo Chicken Mac and Cheese.
This is like ultimate comfort food.
Buttermilk fried chicken, an assortment of cheeses, just everything you want in a mac and cheese, a lot of flavor.
Chef Glenroy Brown does the honors. He begins with the mac, half-cooked penne. Then it's on to the 3-cheese sauce, a combination of cheddar, American, and pecorino mixed with butter, flour, and heavy cream.
No such thing as too much cheese.
The sauce is poured onto the pasta along with mozzarella and cheddar cheese. And of course, their signature spicy buffalo sauce.
Made in-house, of course. I can't give you all the secrets, but we do add a little bit of distilled vinegar and arbor chili just to give it a tangy but yet sweet flavor all together.
Next, double-breaded buttermilk chicken breasts are cut into bite-sized bits, then stirred in. This daddy mac and cheese mix is piled high into a cast iron skillet. But before it's cast into the oven, more chicken, more cheddar, and more tangy buffalo sauce are added. From top to bottom, it's a flash in the pan, but in a totally good way. Once it's golden brown and the cheese starts oozing out, it's done.
Here's your mac and cheese.
Thank you. You got the spiciness of the buffalo sauce, and then you got the savoriness of the breaded chicken and mac. I think it's the perfect combination.
A perfect carbo combo.
They just took it to another level.
I hate to say it beats my mom's mac and cheese. Don't tell her I said that.
My friend, I think you just told her.
Mom's macaroni and cheese at home was boxed store-bought macaroni and cheese, so this is a pretty significant upgrade.
Did they really expect their mothers to make restaurant-quality food at home? Time to let it go, guys.
Sorry, Mom, this is better.
Well, happy Mother's Day from Jacob's Pickles.
Jacob and good food.
You're here.
Another drawing card, carb, at Jacob's Pickles is a breakfast that's available at any time. Chicken and pancakes.
Chicken and pancakes is a dish that we offer throughout the entire day.
Customers have taken up that offer in droves. Every day, the kitchen dishes out 300 heaping helpings of Southern fried chicken piled onto 2 big buttermilk pancakes.
It's fantastic, delicious.
Saturation of awesomeness.
You may have heard of chicken and waffles. Chicken and pancakes, our take on that sort of dish, works really well together.
Chef Glenroy starts by cooking up a stack of flapjacks. The batter is made by blending buttermilk and eggs with flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt. His goal is to keep the pancakes as light and airy as possible. Next, 2 jumbo breasts of savory double-breaded fried chicken go on top. And here's the icing on the cakes. Sprinkles of extra crispy bacon bits and gobs of gooey clover honey.
Their reaction is usually, wow, look at this.
This is the reason why I come to Jacob's Pickles. I mean, Can you make this up? This is like heaven.
That it's so big, it's like colossal. I'm gonna eat this for a week.
Maybe try bigger bites.
I get all of it. It's very good.
It's comfort food, but done with like a New York flair. It's just really good.
It's really the most rewarding feeling in the world, having such a loyal amount of people love this restaurant as much as they do. It's really the biggest compliment I could ever get.
From pickles to pancakes, we'll leave our comfort zones behind for a dish so good it could be in a museum.
Came out and it was like, oh my, what is that? It looks like a work of art.
That's so good.
But is another saucy creation the true masterpiece?
Yes, please. Chocolate, strawberries. Send me that, please.
Minneapolis, Minnesota is a natural destination for our next carbohydrate conquest.
It gets unfortunately cold in Minnesota, so we have to pack up, get our lumberjack bodies ready, and eat as many carbs as we can. Pancakes, waffles, French toast.
I would say that breakfast is absolutely the way to go.
So how do the locals appease their appetites? Why, they go to Aggie's, of course.
Aggie's Diner is a little bit of a modern twist on a diner. Go a little bit a step beyond just serving you breakfast. We serve as family. We make you feel like you're part of the house, you're part of the home.
Hey, you guys, welcome to Aggie's Diner.
The service here is spectacular. Everyone that works here is so nice.
How are you guys doing this morning?
It doesn't take too long to really feel comfortable.
Just as its name suggests, Aggie's serves up lots of eggs. But carb loaders can omit the omelet and order something more on the bready side. Something like the crunchy French toast with chocolate hazelnut spread.
This French toast is literally out of a dream. There's a crispy layer, there's peanut butter, there's a chocolate hazelnut spread, lots of syrup and fresh fruit.
Yes, please. Chocolate, strawberries. Send me that, please.
The French toast extravaganza begins with an egg batter sweetened with brown sugar, cinnamon, vanilla extract, and heavy cream. Next come thick-cut slices of challah.
All our challah is like a day old, but that helps with the soaking of the bread.
But this ain't no challah-backed French toast. It's actually made from a peanut butter sandwich. That's right, 2 slices are filled with peanut butter, then dipped in egg batter. But that's not all. The sandwich also goes for a roll in some crunchy cornflake cereal. After some grill time, the finished French toast is plated and topped with sautéed cinnamon sugar bananas, strawberries, chocolate hazelnut spread, and a sprinkle of powdered sugar.
Nobody ever leaves here hungry, that's for a fact.
Sugar? Sweetness? It's mind-blowing.
There's bananas, this chocolate hazelnut spread, strawberries, powdered sugar. It's everything that I like in the world.
When I started eating it, it was just in the zone. This is me and the French toast time. You cut into it, you got that surprise with the peanut butter. It really adds to all the fruit. So you got a little sweet, you got a little savory.
When it came out, I looked at it, I didn't want to touch it because it was so well crafted. This is the real deal.
I love how that cinnamon and sugar is like solid. It's not going anywhere except in my mouth.
It is very rich and very delicious.
This is exactly what I needed this morning.
Another good way to cope with a cool Minnesota morning is by curling up with something cozy and warm. Something like Aggie's Cinnamon Roll Pancakes.
Our cinnamon roll pancakes, probably one of our top sellers. I think we average around 60 to 70 on a given day.
A single order, however, starts with 2 pancakes that are swirled with cinnamon sugar and studded with chopped pecans. When the pancakes are golden brown and lacy, it's time to see how they stack up.
What we do is we'll spread a mascarpone, brown sugar, cinnamon filling, and then roll it up.
The pancakes are finished with more chopped pecans and a shower of powdered sugar.
It's aesthetically pleasing to the eye and to the stomach.
All right, cinnamon roll pancakes for you. reaction that we get is people are always in awe and always in shock. They're so excited.
When the plate arrived, pretty surprising. I was expecting flat pancakes, and this wasn't that. I'm not complaining, though. It was a new take on it. Really good.
These were fluffy, but then you also had the really sweet mascarpone cheese on the inside and then the crunch of the pecan, and I still got to cover it in syrup. That's so good.
It came out and it was like, oh my, what is that? It looks like a work of art. I love it. It's really good.
When they first arrived, it was a little overwhelming. The first thing I did was just douse them in maple syrup and then try to find a point to attack them at. I mean, it's a cinnamon roll, so why not eat it like a cinnamon roll? Really good.
I love breakfast, and it's a splurge for the carbs. You know, if you're going to do it, you want to do it right, and you can do it here.
Running a restaurant's an adventure, but I just love the interaction with people. I love to see people's faces after they're done eating. Give them good food and treat them like family, and you will never fail.
So the next time you want to go way beyond basic breakfast, head to Aggie's in Minneapolis. You won't be disappointed. Piles of potatoes, heaps of mac and cheese, and hearty helpings of fries turn basic chicken cutlets upside down.
I've never been to another restaurant that does it like this.
At Flipside, with dishes this good, you just might dance.
It's fantastic.
Nashville, Tennessee. This bastion of Southern pride is home to a growing food scene that goes way beyond hot chicken. When locals crave more carby creation, they catch them on the Flip Side. Opened in 2014 in Nashville's hip 12 South neighborhood, the Flip Side rocks a retro theme and a carb-coated cuisine that also dips into the past.
Goes way back to my great-grandmother in Sicily.
Grandma's dish was a chicken cutlet that's pounded thin, breaded, and cooked in a generous amount of oil. It's simple, but
it's the best.
So good, it needed a new name. And when Jason's son Jack decided it was his favorite food, it got one.
He always asked for Jack's Best Chicken.
His children's contributions didn't end there. They began experimenting with all kinds of toppings.
No matter what we put on Jack's Best Chicken, it worked.
The Flip Side now flips out 21 varieties of their famous fried cutlets.
Avocado and bacon.
Beans, cheese, the buffalo sauce.
From Elvis's bananas, peanut butter and bacon, to the mozzarella and pesto. No topping is out of bounds here, but they all have one thing in common, a base of Jack's Best Chicken.
We start with a 6-ounce chicken breast, pound it real thin. The bigger it gets, the more toppings you can fit on it.
The flattened chicken is seasoned with salt and pepper, as well as garlic and onion powder.
It's simple, but delicious.
Next comes a dunk in the egg wash, followed by an extra thick coating of Italian breadcrumbs.
We go through about 1,500 pounds of chicken a week, so we are doing this process a whole lot.
Practice obviously makes perfect, because after a quick trip to the frying pan, the result is a Nashville nibble of choice chicken. Jack's Best may be fine for a carb load, but if you still need an overload, you might want to check out the Mac Daddy.
The Mac Daddy's inspiration was Chili Mac. We took our homemade chili and our mac and cheese, put it on top of Jack's Best Chicken. Perfect combination.
He starts with the cheese sauce. Cubes of American cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese are mixed with whole milk over low heat and stirred till it's smooth as silk. Pasta shells are poured in and blended with the cheese. The chili begins with a tender base of ground beef, onions, and garlic.
And then we season it up.
Garlic powder, onion powder, and chili powder are thrown in with cumin to give it a little zip. He then adds pureed tomatoes and some tomato paste for punch.
Next, we add some beer. Always makes everything better.
I'll drink to that.
We use a local Nashville IPA. And then our secret ingredient, we add some dark chocolate.
The chocolate gives the chili a rich, earthy flavor. He pours in some kidney beans, and at last, the chili is ready. To make a Mac Daddy, he ladles the chili over Jack's Best Chicken, then tops it with a big spoonful of the mac and cheese. And it wouldn't be a Flipside special without a side of fries.
Mac and cheese and chili on top of chicken, that's a carb overload. Will and Allie coming in hot with a Mac Daddy.
Oh,
Thanks.
yes. It's fantastic. I love it. Beans, cheese, chicken. I'm in.
The Mac Daddy, it speaks for itself. You've got the breaded chicken, you've got the mac and cheese, the chili, the fries.
Oh, it's so good. That is the Mac Daddy. It is so delicious.
If you're looking for carbs in a hearty meal, you can't go wrong with that.
If the Mac Daddy doesn't make you cry uncle, the Flipside offers an equally delectable dish known as the Scooter.
It's basically taking our tater tot nacho appetizer, one of our most decadent things on the menu, and putting it on top of our chicken.
Let's begin the ascent of Mount Kilimanjaro.
It starts with Jack's Best chicken on the plate.
It's piled high with mounds of crispy potato tots, chunks of creamy avocado, diced tomatoes, and pickled jalapenos. It gets topped off with warm cheese sauce and a squirt of buffalo sauce. To ensure carb critical mass, this dish also comes with a Flipside size side of fries.
The Scooter's always been a crowd favorite, and one of mine too.
It's really good.
It's a really hearty dish. You got the tater tots on top, the buffalo sauce, and the jalapenos just comes together for a real nice taste, nice kick. It's great.
It was unbelievable. That's a bite right there. That's a bite.
A bite of overstuffed carb craziness?
A bite of happiness.
Great. I love the Flipside because they take the things that you eat every day and just make them better.
When you're ready to step up to the plate, you can catch a nosh in Nashville at the Flipside. Down in Austin, Texas, there's a place where people are known to count their blessings, not their carbs. It's called Holy Bagel.
We love Holy Bagel. That's like the highlight of our Sunday. We're kind of late risers, so we roll out of bed, come to Holy Bagel.
Quick and easy and quality food.
But wait a minute, bagels? In Texas? Y'all forget about it.
And you can get bagels everywhere, but I'm from Brooklyn. Trust me, these are the bagels you want to come for.
Holy Bagel owner Rich Spiegel grew up in New Jersey. When he moved west, he brought the secrets of Northeast bagel baking with him.
The flour that we use for the bagels is a high gluten flour, so when you bite into that bagel and it pulls a little bit, that's from the gluten.
I don't know. In a hipster mecca like Austin, Texas, you might want to stick to gluten-free.
I kind of hate gluten-free stuff.
Jeez, tell us how you really feel.
I like good hearty Sunday breakfast, and the bagel is good for that.
In fact, weekend brunch service is Holy Bagel's bread and butter.
On a weekend, we can do up to 1,200 bagels, and this is where it all starts, right here at the mixer.
The bagels start with yeast, malt, warm water, flour, and salt. This powdery porridge gets mixed for 11 minutes into squishy, stretchy, doughy delight.
The dough's ready to go. Now we got to cut it and load it into the machine.
But for Richard, there's no play in this dough, because for the next step, you need to know how to use your fists. That's right. Don't you take no guff from that dough, Richie. The dough is loaded into a machine called the bagel divider, which divides up the dough into manageable strips. Those go right into a machine called the bagel former, which forms the dough into bagel form. And the man in charge of naming bagel machines did not work hard that day. The bagels are finally tied by hand into its final holy shape before letting the yeast rise. Now it's ready for the 1-2 punch of New York-style bagel baking.
The bagel cooking process is 2 steps. First, we're going to boil the bagels. That's going to cook the outside. This is 100 gallons of boiling water, and we're going to kill some bagels with it.
Whoa! Easy there, tough guy.
We're not going to kill the bagels. I shouldn't have said that.
The bagels go into the boiling water for only 20 to 30 seconds. The boil slightly cooks the outside to protect the moist, chewy inside from step 2, the oven. But before that, it's topping time. True to their name and NYC origin, these everything bagels are coated with onion, garlic, salt, and poppy and sesame seed. Finally, the bagels are ready for a ride on a fiery Ferris wheel.
The way that I tell sort of the doneness, a little darker than straw, and they're ready to go.
That's some divine doughy deliciousness. But the real test of a bagel's bona fides is how it handles fillings. And when Austin wants a nummy northeastern nosh, they turn to the pork roll, egg and cheese breakfast bagel.
We're going to do a Taylor ham, egg and cheese. If you are from the Northeast, you probably know it as a pork roll, egg and cheese. And we're gonna start by putting the 2 slices of Taylor ham on the griddle here.
Good start, Rich. He then adds 1 organic egg cooked over easy. And when the ham is browned to peak deliciousness, it gets piled high on the egg and covered with American cheese. Melt it all down and throw it on an everything, and you have a whole wheat hearty handful of greasy goodness.
Got my carbs, ready for my bike ride. Beautiful salty pork roll, crunchy, toasty, everything bagel, perfectly cooked egg, delicious melty cheese. It's awesome.
Oh, they're fantastic. Well, I used to live on the East Coast, so I'm kind of snobby about my bagels. This is like a crave-worthy breakfast sandwich for sure.
If you need another bready booster, how about something with a nice schmear?
We have about 15 or 16 different cream cheeses. The most popular cream cheese is our Texas Loaded.
Hang on, what was that last one?
Texas Loaded cream cheese.
I got the Texas Loaded. It's pretty phenomenal.
That's right. For a quick carb cram, there's nothing better than an everything bagel with Texas Loaded cream cheese.
The inspiration behind the Texas Loaded cream cheese is a loaded baked potato.
A cream cheese base gets overstuffed with cayenne, paprika, salt and pepper, green onions, and everyone's favorites, creamy cheddar cheese and crisp bacon.
We cook all the bacon in-house, make sure it's nice and crispy, so when you take a bite of the cream cheese, you get the crunch from the scallion, you get the crunch from the bacon.
Slice up your favorite flavor bagel and apply liberally to one side. And you've got a carb-covered, salty-sweet, northeastern treat, Texas style. Yeehaw!
Little bites aren't my forte, but...
Whether you're carb loading for some cross-country CrossFit, recovering from some raucous roadhouse revelry, or building a bready base for a boozy brunch, there's a holy house in Texas that's always there for you. That's it for our look at exquisite carb cuisine around the U.S. Tune in to Food Paradise the next time you're ready to get bready. Until then, hope you've had your fill.